Hey free-to-play gang, welcome back to another really quick video. So for this video, I'm just going to compile some of your feedback pertaining to the game and its direction and all of that. I want you to tell me exactly what you expect of the game, what could save it from its downfall, and what are definitely some of the things that you do not like about the game right now. So this is going to be very important, especially for the entire community. So I'm just trying to do whatever I can with whatever little power that I have, just basically my platform over here, to try to bridge the gap between us and the developers, just to figure out how we can give them the right advice on where the game is supposed to go. Because at the end of the day, if the players don't like what they are seeing, then the game is just going to go down. And I definitely do not want the game to go down at all. And this is not because it is part of my income. This is also because I have invested so much time and I enjoy the game so much. And they have made so many promising changes through the past like 6 or 7 months. I just cannot imagine why they are constantly giving us stuff and then taking things away and then making good decisions and then taking them back again. I'm not sure why this is the case. Now for the rest of this video, I want to talk a little bit more about what we should all expect, and I'm gonna give you my own opinion about this, right? So hopefully you guys did not forget about this, but the development team, okay? So they have said that with respect to the littering adjustment and all that, to avoid any similar situations in the future, we'll invite the game developers to explain game development directions and major updates in a dedicated video, so please stay tuned. So this is definitely one thing that we have not yet seen. It's definitely on my radar. I am always looking out for this. And then secondly, they need to give us an update on the Global Honor merge. So far we only understand that it's going to happen before the end of the year, and currently it is at the end of the year, so what next? No information was provided in this current 3.1.6 update, which means that there is only one more update for the rest of this year, which is coming on, I think, maybe like the 20th of December or something like that. So another thing that I should mention is that right now, we are currently at the start of winter. This is not actually like 1 month in or anything like that. We are just at the start of winter, which means that there are some things that we can expect within the next 3 months, with December included, of course. So the first thing is going to be Shade Mother. We do not know when she's going to appear, but the projection is winter 2022, so until February. And this is probably going to be the first team mode content that we have, if you exclude stuff like Dark Star-Lord and all that, which they are not true team content. And then we also have stuff like Wonderland Adventure, which is also a club-based activity, which definitely resembles what we have right now, which is the Battlegrounds, in terms of like moving around the maps, and obviously the Guys event itself. So these are the main two content that we know is coming right around the corner. But in terms of story progression and all of that with respect to where the game is at right now, I don't think they're going to extend on the story until at least after the new Pantheon of Gods come in. Because like I said before, that is when they have an excuse to expand the story to introduce new aspects coming from a different realm, which is the Japanese mythology. So these are the things that we can expect. Right now, it is set in stone. But there are some things that I want to talk about which is not really confirmed just yet, but this is entirely based on my opinion. So I'm not sure whether you watched yesterday's video. You probably have, and if you actually stayed all the way to the end, I said something. So what I said is that this current 3.1.6 update actually extends beyond Christmas, which means that whatever that we have right now is exactly the Christmas event. This is it. Everything that you're seeing in 3.1.6, this is entirely it. There is no other freebies, there is no massive giveaways, there is no half anniversary event, all that kind of stuff, none. And the reason why I can guarantee you that there's most likely not going to be a Christmas event is because at the end of the coming 3.1.6 update, all your Christmas decorations are going to melt away, which means that that's the end of your Christmas cycle. And then we're going to move on to the final update of the year, which would then cover the New Year's content. So I can kind of understand why they didn't focus too much on Christmas content, even though it is kind of like a must-have in most games right now. And the reason for that is probably because in China they don't celebrate Christmas, and that is entirely understandable. But I'm hoping that they do celebrate New Year's, which they definitely do, and that we can expect something greater when the New Year's comes around. That is possibly my last straw, in my opinion. There is no way that they can mess up the next patch. So 3.1.7, I have a lot of expectations. And I'm sure that a lot of the players right now have incredible amounts, copium amounts of expectations for 3.1.7, and we want to see it become game-breaking. So I'm expecting Shade Mother, I'm expecting the merger to happen, I'm expecting a lot of freebies, a lot of giveaways, a lot of cool content, a lot of just very fun events, just things to spruce things up, and I'm expecting a shit ton of advertising on top of everything else. So let's see what Lilith Game does with Dislyte. I'm hoping they don't bury underground just because AFK Arena 2 is like around the corner, or rather AFK 2 Journey. They had so much money and they didn't come up with a better name. Anyway, that's it for today's video. So go ahead and leave your comments down below. Let me know how you feel, let the developers know what you want as well, and hopefully they come up with something that can address all of our concerns once and for all, and then we can just move on in the right direction from here on. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, it really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Dislyte content. Now with that said, this has been Derek Free to Play, and as always, I will see you in the next video.